I wanted to come on here and do a short video today. What I heard from Doug in Exile about, which I suspected it, but I hadn't really researched it none up in Virginia Tech, up in Virginia, uh, Yankee Town, Northern Virginia. But these three college professors had a forum, and you can go to Doug in Exile and check that clip out. They're talking openly about how to teach children or students violence, how to teach them to get a gun and commit violence and start a revolution. That's why you see all these people like this nut that tried to break in J.D. Vance's home with bad intentions. That's why you see these paid protesters. They're paying these nuts to come out in the street and do what they're doing. Our children are being indoctrinated from kindergarten right on into college. That's why Charlie Kirk was killed. You know, I seen a video earlier from a woman that's got a big following, wouldn't even mention his name. I'm not ashamed to mention Charlie Kirk's name. To me, he died a martyr for what he believed in, just God, family, and country. We got to get back to that, people. We've got to defund these institutions. We've got to run these corrupt politicians out of, if we have to, run them out of this country. They need to be jailed, and there's something else that needs to come back in this country, whether you agree or not. You know, we need to bring back public hangings. Yeah, that'll stop all this violence. These people need to be hung in public for a lot of this stuff, and the violence will stop. Plain and simple. I mean, people may not like to hear that. They may think it's violent or whatever. No, when they get a death penalty, they need to be hung in public. That'll stop some of this stuff. I mean, I know this video won't go nowhere. I said some bad things, I guess, for the algorithm or whatever, but I don't care. The truth is the truth. We're going to have to get back to God in this country. Preachers has let us down. The churches has let us down. Yeah, getting an email there from somebody. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's up to us to throw these bums out of office. Every single one of them right down to your local dog catcher. And we've got to elect people in your local towns and your local prosecutors. It starts there. We have got to clean this country up and get rid of this trash. That's exactly what they are. They're trash. They're scum. They're like a sucker in the river. They feed off the bottom. They take our tax money. They're corrupt as shit. It's so disgusting. Sometimes you feel helpless. You go vote. You do everything you're supposed to. You play by the rules. You pay your taxes. And what do you get? You get it shoved so far up your rear end that you can't see straight. And these politicians that come out every 2 to 4 years, the feel good messages, and people fall all over themselves. Oh, he's a good man. He's a good man. No, they're not a good man. They're not a good woman. They're in it for the money. These politicians are bought by foreign countries. And stuff's fixing to come out on a lot of this stuff if they allow it to come out. I don't know if they'll ever allow it to come out. But people, you better watch what college, and you better pay attention to what your kids is being taught in school. Keep eye on your children and your grandchildren, what they're being taught, how they're being indoctrinated. It takes a fool It takes an absolute fool to go borrow thousands and thousands of dollars to send a child to college for a promise of a job that's not there no more. Unless you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a nuclear scientist, something like that. The rest of it ain't worth shit. They need to bring back vocational schools and teach a trade instead of basket weaving for a child that's come out of college $300,000 in debt down here at the McDonald's work and can't get no job nowhere else. It's plain stupid. There ain't no common sense no more. People sit on their couch and they go, well, I can't do nothing. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Get up and go to those town hall meetings. Get up and go. If you have to roll yourself in a wheelchair, if you have to hire somebody to push you in the door. Yes, we can. If there's enough of us stand up and say no, we can change it. Just like there's enough stood up and elected President Trump with odds against him. With evidently, from what's coming out, they thought they had Venezuela in their back pocket and how to cheat. They had it down pat. I mean, it's just common sense, people. And we always have to be prepared. Stock up on food. Make sure that your Second Amendment is protected and you got your boomsticks and your freedom seeds along with your food, water, and whatever you're preparing for. I wholeheartedly believe in being prepared. When the radical left is talking about teaching their children how to pick up a gun and do violence, I think you better make sure you've got yours locked and ready to go. But that's my rant for today. Good Lord will, and I'll see you next time. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, God, family, and country. God bless you.